There's nowhere else that I want to start than with Buffalo fans this morning. Here's a toast to Bills Mafia, as they call themselves, the fans shoveling, throwing snow, basking in their clinching of a fifth straight division title, getting to 10-2 for the first time since 1991 in dominant fashion over the struggle bus Niners, and with a Josh Allen who truly is living his best life. Madden cover, goes through some changes in the offseason. Let the jealousy from everyone ensue, people. No one is having a better go at it than Josh Allen. Fresh legs off a bye. He's wifing up Haley Steinfeld. He's probably the MVP. He does it in the snow. Nobody wants to come to Buffalo. If they get the 1 seed, look out. If he wins MVP, this is the play, by the way, that they show. This was insane. He's backstage at NFL Honors. He's got a suit. Haley's sitting out there in the audience, smiling proudly. If there's an NFL equivalent of a Heisman moment, people, this is it. Amari, just the strain by Amari to stay focused, to know what's going on. Loved that. Can't believe he actually pitched it to him. The snow, the slow-mo, the perfect dive, the smile he had if you freeze frame it, hitting the pylon. That's as good as it gets, people. We are lucky to have this to look at and eat up on a Monday morning. What's even more impressive to me than just the cinema of that, it's his ability. Here's the deal. We've always said Josh Allen, I've been a broken record about this. He can't do it all. We're making him do too much. We've got to rely on the run game. We've got to get Brady in here to balance things out, and that's great and fine, and it has worked. And the reason I would always say that is he can't do everything that you're making him do and shoulder this entire team, and then then he'll have turnovers. That's what he does. He'll throw that ball. He'll don't put it all on him. Somehow he is doing it all. Case in point, the play you just saw, and he's limiting and cutting out the turnovers. That's so impressive. He has 27 total touchdowns. He's in his bag. Just 5 interceptions on the season. 5. Kirko had 4 yesterday. This is amazing. It's his best season yet, the best team yet, which is sort of wild if you consider all the pieces that they said goodbye to before the season started. MVP-wise, Mr. Hard Launch, now the heavy favorite over on FanDuel Sportsbook at -230. Saquon's taken a bit of a distant second. I think Philly fans are going to be not happy about that. Plus 500. Lamar, after yesterday's struggles, slips to third at plus 1,100. Go have fun over on FanDuel Sportsbook. Now, give me the 1 seed. Give me the 1 seed. Let's go. Bills are a game back of KC. They, of course, beat them, so they have the tiebreaker. Everyone wants to say this team feels different. Everybody has said that all along. I want to buy in. They certainly looked it last night over the defending NFC champions. But I believe Deion Dawkins, and Deion Dawkins was on my show last week, and he said they need the 1 seed. He could have said, we don't need the 1 seed. We can do it. No, that is the game changer. You need it. You need it. You got to get it. And that's what will make me feel this is different beyond whatever it feels like already. That's the thing that will, with certainty, give me the energy that they can rewrite that narrative. And by the way, for the first time this year, the Bills have jumped Kansas City as the favorite. Woohoo! To win the AFC at plus 210, Chiefs plus 240. They certainly don't feel very Chiefsy right now. The Lions still the favorite to win it all at plus 290, as they should be. Buffalo and Philly tied for the second shortest odds at plus 500. I think the Eagles are playing better ball than anybody. I think the best team in the NFL. We're going to get to that. We will have Ed McCaffrey, father of one Christian McCaffrey, legend in his own right. But, of course, he'll have lots to say on what's going on with San Francisco. They dropped their 3rd straight. We don't know what's going on with Christian. It appears to be a PCL injury. I think Ed will probably know more for us there and be able to shed some light on that and the adversity they're facing, and then what they should, if it's not a serious injury, what do you do with Christian? Do you let him play? Do you want him to play? Do you ask him to sit? Is that even possible to do? Hard for me to imagine the rebound by San Francisco. They got the Bears in Week 14, but they're 2 back of Seattle in the NFC West after the Seahawks made the comeback to beat the Jets. That's a game back of the Cardinals and Rams as well. They just sucked in the division this year. I mean, those 2 teams have beaten them already. We'll dig into that more throughout the week. It feels like a lost season in what is Hamilton. I'm going to say it. It's a window closer for me with this Niner squad. It's a window closer. I thought maybe like first half you had, I don't know if we have you had, you know, Gandalf the Grey, you had Shanahan the Grey, and I thought maybe he'd come out of the half and he'd be Shanahan the White, and we'd see, you know, more white and more snow in his beard, and we'd see a little bit of a different thing. They could not get it going. Debo had a few runs, but he had a fumble. Brock, they just decided to just not be inspiring, no deep shots. Did they take a deep shot yesterday? I don't believe they did. And it seems like everybody's really unhealthy, and that includes the quarterback.
Yeah, and they had a few that they tried. When they tried, everybody was falling down. It was a mess. It was sloppy, and I agree. I think this was the best shot in this window, and maybe in the near future as far as what this roster is going to look like. But I got to be honest, I'm not ready to say the window is closed yet for them. and the one silver lining I'm going to say, looking forward, this draft class is very good and is going to allow them to stay in contention over the next couple of years, even with some of these expensive pieces that they have. So I'm not ready to say the window is closed, but it is super disappointing because this was a year where they kind of had everything, all the ingredients to make a Super Bowl run, and the injuries and whatever else, they just couldn't put it together.
I'd like him to be the Bears coach.
I'm sure you would.
I would quite like to see that take shape. We'll talk to Ed McCaffrey about that. The facial hair I was not ready for. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I don't know what's going on there, but it is what it is. We'll get to more of that. Of course, Fred Warner injured. Hate to see it. Hate to see everything that's going on. But uninspiring, really lackluster look. Moody, top to bottom. They could not get it going.